Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. I'm Sensei Finito, aka Vince Sensei, and today we are going to be checking out the official trailer for none other than Masters of the Universe. This is actually the official teaser trailer, so we got a teaser for the teaser, and now this is the teaser for the trailer. I'm ready to get into it, and we'll talk about it more after we get into this reaction, so let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen, because I am excited about this, especially from what we already saw yesterday from the little teaser. I think this is going to be magnificent. Let's dive on in.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god.
Mighty is
Where I
crazy.
come from, that stuff is real.
What?
Why did you send me away?
I wanted
Oh!
you to see, so I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
Him, like He-Man. I like that. That's actually pretty
it sounds
clever.
But that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Yo, what the hell is even going on?
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
He's like, I knew I wasn't crazy. This is awesome. Oh, this is
What am I
beautiful.
supposed to do?
Oh, shit. Oh my God. Gets the power. Oh, okay, it became him. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is about to be incredible. Oh my God.
All that stuff.
Buddy, this is just too good. Hell yeah, bruh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell to the yes. This is amazing. This is incredible. This is outstanding, even. Like, brother, this is exactly what I didn't know I needed. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I know this is probably going to get a lot of comparisons to what I'm about to say, but this feels like Thor done right for all intents and purposes. Like, I'm not even trying to hate on Thor. I loved Thor, and for it had its issues, obviously, but this feels like, I mean, this is amazing, bro. Like, getting that view of, I am so hyped. I'm hyped, bro. This looked incredible. This legit looks incredible, man. I had no idea this is the level we were going. I don't know if this is usually how He-Man is. I said it in like the teaser I put out on TikTok yesterday. Like, I don't think He-Man is typically an isekai, but the way they actually did it in this, it's not an isekai. It still makes sense. Because I was looking at the teaser yesterday, and he has like an Apple Watch on at some point, and like, you know what I mean? And he was obviously at a toy store, and I was like, what's going on? Like, what the hell is this movie? But now that we see this, I'm like, oh, buddy, this is gonna be freaking boss. I'm hoping we haven't seen everything in this trailer, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels like they are kind of showing us everything just out of context, so we have no idea what the hell is actually going on. But, buddy, this is peak right here. Like, legit, this is so fire. This has exceeded all expectations I could have possibly had. And mind you, I don't know everything about Masters of the Universe, and I'm not going to even pretend to. But from what I know and what remember, this is freaking fire, bro. Like, this is fire. I hope they have potential to spin off into, like, She-Ra and all of the other crazy things that go on inside of this universe. So, let's talk a little bit about what we know for this movie. So, this is going to be insane. I mean, you can clearly see that from the scale of this, it's already proven to be something way more grand than I think any of us could have imagined. But this is a live-action reboot of the iconic franchise that started as a toy line in 1982 and then exploded into an animated series later in the 80s. So this is older than your boy. You feel me? I ain't from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all be thinking I'm an old man. I ain't an old man like y'all. This is crazy, yo. Amazon and MGM obviously are partnering with this, and then we also have Mattel Studios. I mean, they're coming out with a lot of stuff as well, and they're all, you know, producing on this, and it's being distributed by none other than Sony Pictures. If Sony will fumble every single Spider-Man movie that they have, but for some reason, they do really good with other stuff and distributing other things and releasing other formats. Anything that's not Spider-Man, they usually put a lot of care into it for some reason, and it's like, dog, do this with Spidey. But this film is directed by Travis Knight. If you think this name is familiar, it's because he directed Bumblebee and Kubo and the Two Strings. And I loved me some Kubo. Bumblebee is whatever. But, you know, I'm still with it. So, but since we know that, it's going to let us know that there's going to be strong character work going on here, a lot of stylized action and fantasy visuals, and obviously that emotional grounding that we look for. This final screenplay is written by Chris Butler, and earlier drafts were written by David Callahan and the Nee brothers. The story of this is, like, the confirmed story setup for this is that Prince Adam is separated from the Sword of Power as a child after crash landing on Earth. Now we know that he's not just crash landing on Earth. He was sent to Earth by his mother to try to save him. Years later, though, he discovers his origins and returns to Eternia, reclaiming the sword and embracing his destiny as He-Man, just as the evil Skeletor threatens to conquer the planet. So, this version does include Earth, but Eternia remains the heart of the story. And I'm really interested to see how they kind of give us that bridge between worlds, if you will. Especially because, you know, even with how She-Ra is and then He-Man, like, all of this stuff kind of exists in, like, a multiverse type of thing that's not a multiverse. You know what I'm saying? Yo. So, that's crazy. But when it comes to the lineup and the cast for this movie, we have Skeletor played by Jared Leto in full villain mode. I know Jared Leto is very iffy for some people. I'm not even sure what the controversy around him is, if I'm going to be honest, but I just know that everybody is not the biggest fan of him. But we have Tila, Captain of the Royal Guard, being played by Camila Mendez. Man-at-Arms is played by Idris Elba. I love that Idris Elba is so down to do these weird-ass movies. Like, Idris Elba is... like, his discography is insane, bro. From being like Luther to being, bro, in the Suicide Squad to being this guy. I mean, it's just awesome. We have Evelyn, played by Allison Brie. The Sorceress of Castle Grayskull is played by Marina Baccarin. And then King Randor and Queen Marlena are played by James Purefoy and Charlotte Riley. So we are getting the full classic lineup of the villains. We're talking Trapjaw, Triclops, Goatman, Ramman, plus Roboto, who is voiced by Kristen Wiig. So just be ready for that. I'm really hoping that this tone still stays a little cheesy and a little cornbally, if you know what I mean. I mean, everybody knows that He-Man in our day and age is more of a meme because of those funny scenes. So you'll have like the meme of like, you know, of like Skeletor laughing and running out of a room or something like that because, you know, it's been memeified. But it seems like this is going to bring things back to its, you know, kind of like, not even back to, but just being a little bit more gritty, a little bit more serious. I'm not saying that there won't be any humor. I mean, we know if Idris Elba is in it, he's probably playing some type of humorous character now. That's just kind of the kind of character that he plays a little bit. Either the super serious character that's funny because he's serious, or the super non-serious character that's funny because they're non-serious. It's one of those. But based on official statements and the teaser footage and what we've seen here, it looks like we're going sword and sorcery fantasy, full sci-fi elements, obviously the practical sets mixed with heavy VFX, and the nostalgic twist. Oh, what do I call it? Nostalgia? That's the term that I have keyed. Nostalgia, when something is obviously played for nostalgic bits, but also it has that modern feel to it. Nostalgia is what this is, and I am all for it. I think a lot of these things, when they're revamped in this way, giving the new age something to jump onto and sink their teeth in, it's a really dope thing, man. So this movie is going to be crazy because it's not just another reboot. This is Mattel's biggest cinematic push outside of Barbie, and Mattel Studios is trying really hard to get their foot in the door outside of Barbie as well. We know that they want to do other franchises possibly in the future, but this is the first serious attempt to establish Masters of the Universe as a long-term film franchise with a high-risk, high-reward fantasy property. If this works, sequels and spin-offs are absolutely on the table. And me and my wife loved watching She-Ra. That show was awesome, and I hope that we get some type of She-Ra in the future as well. And with something like Superman and Supergirl being very popular right now, not having a really good Thor movie in a minute now, that, like, it's been a while since we got a good Thor movie. I don't know if we've ever got like a Thor movie the way we want one. And I like watching this. This is kind of what I would have wanted from something like Thor as well. We kind of got it in the first one, but it was so sanctioned and small town vibey mixed with big Asgardian vibes. So, you know, you get a little duality there, but I'm looking for something a little more serial, and this seems serial. So let me know how you guys are feeling about the Masters of the Universe in the comment section down below. Are you hyped about this trailer? Are you hyped about this movie? Are you hyped about what we just saw here? Are you huge Masters of the Universe fans? Do you know anything that I have not brought up here? Let me know all of those thoughts, theories, and questions about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe in the comment section down below. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.